So you got corners, back and forth, step aside or zigzag, fast and slow, circles, and walking down. So every time you stop, she goes down. So those are corners, obviously. So carrying the blanket. Always fun to watch. And you might get to hear our neighbors sing. It's not the best thing in the world, but it will make you laugh if you can. Because I think even though it's 11 a.m., I think we've been drinking since, I don't know, 8 possibly. So, but it's Saturday, so if you're lucky, you'll hear them. It's very entertaining. on the place, they can stay much longer than on downstay because they can actually move, turn around, reposition themselves, chew on something, do whatever they want. As long as they're not leaving that perimeter and they're not stepping over the boundary, which is that place represents. And this literally could just be a electric tape on your tile, just something that defines, because sometimes dogs don't like, especially shepherds don't like to have to in the Florida to lie down on something warm. They prefer cooler. So like I said, I mean, I normally just use electric tape on a tile. But once you define that, the only thing they can't do is to step over that boundary, and two of them, that's obviously. And that's a very comfortable spot, and again, they can do whatever they want on it. Usually here we reinforce more the down just because it's more stable. In your house, they can do whatever, except leaving it. So we're not going to burden you with too long of that because we do a downstay for that. But there's so much fun going on there. I think it's a dog on the other side. Carrie, I think it's a different dog on the other side of the fence. That obviously has been done with her before, but we still practice that. You'll need that for group classes. Oh, that was not good. So we basically just worked on working obedience with the muzzle on it. And you still need to practice the muzzle because none of them are fans of it, but they will have to do it a lot of times. So just practice it. It's not a big deal. And you know how she plays with the toys and don't let Fenway to play with them? That's the exercise based just on that. Because you're becoming her at the moment, and you really need to make sure that you can control her with all those toys and everything. And she just has to allow you to play, especially with all the favorite toys and everything that she likes to do. Always practice the impulse control that she wants to, but she can't. And again, that's what they're doing to each other, so that's all naturally based thing. She tells the Fenway he is not owning anything in this house. She does. Well, same thing with you. She came in and she's not owning anything either. You do. when you do this, she looks like at you always like, what are you weirdo doing? Wilma's present is not needed over there in the corner. I think we have neighbor's dogs plus there's a party on the neighbor's yard, so there's another dog there, I believe so. So there, we don't need her in that corner. There's plenty of dogs over there. And she's done up to 45 minutes on downstay without the distractions. And normally when we practice, we do this, so we hide, so we can see the dog, but the dog can't see you. That would be a good time to practice for you, like in your house, so you can leave them like outside in the shade, come in. You can still see them, but they really can't see you from there. And that's a good practice because every time that you leave, they have to maintain their own stuff. Plus, you'll be able to reach them if they're not listening to you. So it's a good practice. And in the beginning, independently of what you've done with previous dog, you need to always come back and release her from a stay. You will have a heck of a much better time if you don't call her from stay. Because what happens is, if you present for a long time stay as a promise that you're going to come back to her, the dog is not going to worry where you go and what you're doing, because the next step is you'll come back and you'll let her go and you guys will live together. So it's just a promise that is really hard to maintain, and that whole stress level is hard to maintain when she thinks the next thing is going to happen is she's going to have to find you. So make sure that's not the case. So if you put the dog on the downstay, come back to it, tap it in the head and say okay, and you guys can go. If you're just going to do that, your stays are going to be so much better than any other ones. During your advanced class, once you move into the advanced class with both of them, then we're going to start really slowly but introducing some of the comps and all that from the stay. But by then your dog will be a very stable. So that's your goal. And this obviously is a very long and very boring video. So instead of doing that 45 minutes for you, we will do it 5 minutes. And just understand one thing: your backyard or anywhere where dog is all the time is considered to be without distractions, unless there's other dogs or other people in there, like have a party or something, we have a visitors, friends, whatever. Then it's considered to be that. Just a regular, even though I have a birds here, squirrels, whatever you name it, this is considered to be a no distraction zone, because that's where we work. We work here all the time. So that's the point. And when you do come back, no matter what it is, you will watch that we're going to make sure that she is not just so happy to see you that she can break it. No matter what it is, she needs to be laying down until you tap her. She's, and tell her that's okay to go. So that's just a very important one. And actually there is a person walking over there on the other side of the house. That's what she's watching. Amanda is walking there and doing stuff, so she can see her, we can't. I just know what she's doing, so. See, she's excited. And she's moving, so Carrie's not going to tap her right away. And she's pretending that she just stands there. And now they can free to go. So make sure that's how it is. Because if you allow her all this excitement, she's never going to stay to the end. The second, oh yeah, exercise is over, I'm going. Now, healing with two dogs will be an adjustment for you. So, seeing how the Fenway is, you might have to keep her inside or him outside, but I'm not quite sure about this. So that next Sunday's group class that you're going to spend with Carrie is going to give you the the idea. But once you figured out who is on the inside, who is on the outside, you're going to keep it that way just because it's much easier for two dogs to do that. But and also when you get here on Sunday, your first class, you're going to have one dog, Carrie's going to have another dog, and then you're going to put in the end of the first class, you're going to put both of them together and you're going to work them together. Just because Fenway will need to work. And that is an exercise you really should be practicing with both dogs all the time because that's going to give you the most freedom. Every time you stop or pay attention or whatever, and that's what they should be both doing, and that way you'll have control over it. If you're okay with them sitting is always good, but down is more permanent, and we like down much more as far as that goes. The only way when we don't like the down over the sit, it's when your dog is reactive, because that gives them a lunge opportunity that's longer than when the dog is on a sit. That's everything have to do with the leash length. But we'll see and we'll figure it all this out for two dogs. But you really should practice this. It's a base of your control while they're walking them on the heel. Two of them. And they should be on the heel when they're together, and you should be just stop and let them do their business and then put them back on the heel and heel more. So that's when you're in public or something else. So there's no wandering dogs should be when they are in public. All right, Carrie, I think that's good. Oh, I can't see them. Oh, now I can. And you've got to do this exercise because she really struggles with controlling herself. And it doesn't matter if it's around toys, if it's around food, if it's around whatever that is around. So that is the easiest way to kind of get her under control. loves those. Love them. She loves them. Yes, she does.
No. Okay. 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 No.
Looking pathetic, like we're supposed to, because that is what we're going to, I think.
Okay. Okay, you can have it.
So she definitely gets upset, but that's because we're just starting this,
Okay.
meaning that we've done it for only 3 weeks. So until you
Okay.
actually make sure that you spend good amount of time doing this, she's still gonna feel the
Okay.
same way. But
Okay.
very good. But she'll get better at this. It's just of
No.
her age and somebody completely denying her. She's not looking at it as a game that she's still gonna get it. She looks at it and get upset. But
Okay.
the more you work with her with that,
Okay.
then better she's gonna, because you're not depriving her, it's just the rules and she has to follow it.
Okay. Good girl. Good girl. In. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl.
Beautiful eyes.
Good.
You see the teethies? Oh,
Good
the
girl.
teethies.
Good girl.
She's like, would you stop? Oh well. All right.
Good. Good.
And yes, you absolutely can use the Dremel, but we
Good.
always do those kind of things because they're much more obnoxious, and we want to make sure that we're able to manipulate
Good.
these nails pretty good. So, oh, there's the one more, or no? Okay.
Good. Good.
I love liver. God, we love liver.
Good.
I know.
Good girl.
Liver is a favorite. Mmm.
Good.
And you don't have to,
Good.
in her age, you can just treat every nail. I mean, literally, who cares? I mean, she was worried about it, and now she doesn't worry, and I would prefer her not to worry and enjoy the whole thing.
Good.
Still trying to hide it,
Good.
but there's very mild reaction compared to what it was. Good girl.
Good. Girl. Isn't that good girl? Isn't that good girl? Good girl.
Come. Good girl. Here you are. Good girl. Good. Okay? Come. Good girl. Good. Good.
So you notice when I call her and she gets to me, I'm grabbing her collar. Nope, come. And here she comes. Good. That's if in the event you need to put a leash on her or grab her or take her elsewhere, you can, okay? So that last time as she was running, I asked her for come. And she was running, so I said no, come. No, come, just like that. Because no means stop doing whatever it is you're doing, which is running, right? Okay? What is it that you want her to do? And then that's when I followed up with what it is I wanted her to do. So she's sniffing and distracted. All right, never mind. Nope. Come. Good girl. Good. Now you have two dogs. You can absolutely say her name and then the command also. But I'm just working with her right now, so I'm not saying her name. I may say it, but definitely with one or more dogs. You can say the dog's name, then the command. If you're just with one dog or two dogs, if you just say the command, it's applying to both of them or the individual that you're with alone. Come. Good girl. Good. Very good girl. Good. Okay. She's on the other side of the bushes. Good girl. There's some good smells, huh? Wilma, come. Good girl. Good. So she, no, come. Good. Good girl. Good. Okay, so we'll try that again. Wilma, come. No, come. Good. Okay. Nope. Come. Good girl. Good. Good girl. Good. Okay. Wilma, come. Good girl. Awesome. Good girl. Good. Okay. Wilma, come. Good girl. And we're going to end it there. Very good girl. Good. Okay. Wilma, please.
FedEx truck just pulled in. We'll see if they're gonna make any difference. And she's just gonna go and see what's what. Now, do you notice how she did not micromanage that? All she did is she sent her to place, and there was no other communication whatsoever was done. And that is the key to the dog who is going to pay attention and do a lot of good stuff, okay, on her own and get a good manners. It's very important to not micromanage the dog and just control everything. So here's what she's got from a male, and ta-da. Ta-da. How about that? Ta-da.
How about that? And that's how it works.
That's how it works.
Okay, good girl.
Now this is one of the most important parts. Okay? She cannot just push her way out of this until you release her. Which is she's gonna want to do. But good.
Good girl. She's a good girl.
Very nice. And then now that should allow you to close the things, do whatever you need to, get all settled, close your car, do whatever you need to do. Okay? Good.
Good girl.
About 7 years.
Oh, 7 years.
Yep. Do we need one of those things? There's no cat, so I know.
Others keep
Oh.
we can
Yeah, let's just put it somewhere where it's more going on. Huh?
need that.
The water taps like that. Can we use it for something? Because I've not seen them for a very long time, and now they're here.
I'm sure we could use it.
All right, let's just go somewhere in a more active place. Good. like in one of those, not on the way, but like right here, like over here.
Okay. Right here?
Just, yeah, there you go. And then I don't want to stay too long because all these dogs are going to come out. I would want her on our spot on the outside for that. For right now, I just want to see that if she's gonna, people are going to come over and whatever. All right, let's just go on our favorite spot. I want all these people to pass us by with the dogs. Unless they already left, but I don't think so. There's a dog over there. Yes, that's okay. And she can look, but she can't pull you or do anything. And this thing right here, like on the being outside.
That leash is not retractable. Down?
Oh, that retractable leash?
We're gonna distance.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get a distance, but this is kind of the very good place. First of all, you're out of the way. Second of all, there's people with dogs and kids and carts and all kinds of stuff coming out, in and out. So it's a great training place.
No. Down.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to lay on that concrete today either, girl. But you'll be okay. And there's a dog coming out. And that's all that she is allowed to do. The dog was very close. It's all good. That's safe. That's a good thing. Very nice. And I think I'm gonna make myself a short once I start training. It's gonna say not a rescue, because it's not about that, because people are thinking we are here to get her a new home.
Oh, yeah, it said that.
And adopted. She's already adopted, thank you.
Yeah.
Or we have to have a harness like I'm adopted already. That's it.
Have a home.
I have a home. There you go. Because everybody is just on top of her all the time. For some reason they're not on top of her when she's in a shelter for years, but you know, on top of her here, so.
When we walked in the door, like, whoa, hi.
There was a lot of dogs on the
Yeah.
door. Well, there was a dog in the hands. Another dog in the hands. Poodle. Poodle. We got a poodle in the hands. Is that gold retriever on there?
I think they left her eggs there in the beginning of the line when we walked.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I have seen in the back there where the bed is, but I don't know if it's the same dog or not. But that's okay. That's a good place to practice for both of you kids. Hello. I have to answer for her, sorry. That's what we're doing. We are working at the dog. It's great. Hello, beautiful. Off, off, off. Point of this is unknown. Alright, I think we're good. But those are a great place for you to practice because you're out of the way and you're in the middle of all the action in the world. In the PetSmart world, which is a lot of action. But just position yourself so you're out of the way of the people with retractable leashes dogs, because those will just run out and get into your space. Because a lot of them don't watch them. But if you're further enough, it's a perfect spot. And everybody's going to stop and talk, which is great, because it's going to give you the opportunity to work on it. We separate all the heels in 5 different exercises in which it's hard on them when it's slow like that, because she's like, should I go down? Should I keep moving? Should I do whatever? Anyway, so it's very hard for the dog to enjoy the walking on the heel when it's just like a straight line, like people walking them down the street. So a lot of times we kind of asking you to do an alternative and pick up one of those 5 exercises and actually just do that in conjunction with your walking, let's say on the street or whatever. Okay, so in that case, the animal can win. It's actually just an exercise, so they're right away ready to work. They know they can get some treats, some loving, and they're gonna win. So it's just brightens up your walk pretty good, in our opinion, because it's just something that else you guys do together, and it could be you can incorporate all 5 of it in your regular walk around your community. Just find the different spots to practice those, and literally work on those things. Those are 5 things that represents pretty much everything that the dog needs to know as far as heel goes. So every movement that you do with a dog is covered by those 5 exercises.
Okay, good.
That is a very, very, very important thing. You cannot make that decision to jump up or down
Good.
by herself,
Good.
because that's dangerous.
No.
We're kissing,
Down.
but we shouldn't be kissing. We should be listening. I'm gonna put that, so in the beginning you have better control. Now the dog doesn't have to lie down there, which is she actually tends to when we drive, but she can get up, she can look on either window, but she cannot go on the back, let's say, or front, and she's attached, so she is just can move one way or another. You can do it with 2 dogs, if you like. So depending on, I don't remember what kind of, you have a SUV or whatever, you can put them side by side or across or whatever. So she can sit up, so that's not too much of the issue. But okay, and ask her to go down, Carrie.
Down. No. Down.
Good. So that's just so you can see the control and you know that you have a control. Okay? That's all it is for. It's not that she's supposed to just stay down. I'm just saying that you have that control. All right, Carrie, go ahead. So same with, again, we're not telling her to stay. We're not micromanaging the process, but she cannot push you. That's the one thing she cannot do. And she can't get out unless you tap her in the head and say that she can go.
Okay.
There you go.
You're a good girl.
Yes, a place to be.
Hello.
nice snuggly.
Down?
Look how nice and snuggle that
I saw
guinea
what
pig
I-
was. Look at this.
This is so cute.
Sorry. And back to your dog. So cute. Look at budgies. I don't think she cares, but let's just keep her. Nobody else cares. Aren't they have like a breeding season or no? I don't know. I actually know nothing about cat breeding, so. Cat's behavior a little bit, but it's because I had to learn it. So I forgot most of it. Alright, let's go. Oh, there's cat. Okay, so never mind. Alright, just go around. And then there is a kitty right here. And we're gonna stay back so they don't worry about it. Sorry, are we disturbing you? Just looking at their dog. Alright, we're going. We're going because we're disturbing them. We're good. And see, we're not micromanaging this, but there you go. She tapped her and then she went.
Wilma, please.
Hi! Come on in! Oh, look at this little cutie pie. Oh, this must be Brooke, the person you've been telling me all about, the one that I just want to cuddle and snuggle and love and just wrap up in a big blanket and say, it's my big fluffy potato. Yeah, are you my fluffy? Are you my fluffy potato? Yes, you are my fluffy potato. Oh, you're so cute, you're so fluffy. I just want to hug you, hold you, and just snuggle you. You're such a cutie pie. Yes, you are. Oh, you're so cute. Look at those eyes. Oh, you've got some cutie eyes. Yes, you do. You look like such a cutie pie. Yes, I bet you're such a good snuggler too. With that big, bright, happy face. Oh, yes, you are. Oh, yes, 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 yes. You're so adorable. Oh, I just want to eat you alive. You're so cute. Okay, good girl.
lot of smells in here, huh? He's like, that's chicken food, I don't care.
This is potent.
Yeah, there's nothing really edible here for me. So, and we don't go through the clothes because of the hair, so we've been nice. Oh, there's a dog in front of you. No, let's go. Nope, we're going. Thank you. He wanted his dog to sniff.
Yeah,
It's like, can you just move?
Over? No, over. Good. Down. Up top. Up top. Good. Around. Nope, around. Good. We're not improvising. Around. Good.
We're not?
Good.
We usually, listen, she's not running, around me.
There. Okay. Down.
No. Down.
Good girl. Good girl.
Okay. Down. Good. Oh, dropped it. Okay. Down.
Good girl.
Down.
Good girl. Good girl.
Okay. Down.
Good girl. Good girl. Girl, look at the good girl.
Good. Okay. Down.
Good girl. It's a good girl. It's a good girl. It's a good girl.
Good. Okay.